What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to week number 5 of the lawn maintenance season. It is currently Monday, Memorial Day. I did go out yesterday and do a good chunk of lawns and get to around 10 lawns yesterday. Today we got another 10-ish lawns. Hopefully a few more than that because I'm picking up my brother. He's gonna be helping me out today. My normal, my business partner who usually is running with me, he is on vacation this week, enjoying some time fishing and whatnot. So I'm gonna grab my brother. He's gonna help me out. Is he, is he an expert? No, but it'll be all right. It's better than just me running by myself. My girlfriend did help me out yesterday as well, so I had that going for me. I wasn't going solo all day long. So as you can tell, also, I don't know if you've been able to tell in the last couple of videos, but the truck noises are back. The noise of the truck is back. I gotta get more power steering fluid. That appears to have fixed the issue before. I'm guessing I have a leak somewhere, and then the power steering pump just is very unhappy when there's a lack of power steering fluid, as they always are. So anyways, I'm gonna go pick my brother up. We don't really have anything special going on this week. It's kind of just a get it done type of week, just because it's just me basically running it, trying to keep things afloat for a week. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try and make obviously some sort of special, some sort of topic of discussion for the video, but for now it's just gonna be trying to get her done. So yeah, I will see you guys at some point. Maybe I'll film my brother when he's on the mower, because I'm gonna get him on the mower today. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get a little bit of footage of him whipping that way around. So we'll see. But other than that, I will see you guys in a few minutes. Or for you guys, no, not a few minutes. I'll see you guys later. I don't know. I don't know when I'll pick the camera up again. All right, everybody, it is officially Tuesday. I really need a haircut, but it is officially Tuesday. Yesterday, again, me and my brother just cut grass pretty much all day. We did go out and do like a last minute property for these guys. This grass, I kid you not, was knee tall in some places. It was ridiculous, but they're now officially on the road. So really nice open property over there. Today I'm running solo. I have, I think, 13 or 14 properties to do solo. I don't know why there's, oh, it's a shadow. It's gonna be a long day, but we do have some pretty decent density today. A lot of these properties are easy with the stand-on properties, nothing too big or too. One of them's a little bit not fun to do just because it's got a hill in the front, like a good sized hill in the front with the stand-on. But everything else is not everything else, but a lot of the other properties are decent. So today's just gonna be kind of following along with me, I guess, and just a day in the life, if you will. We got a couple things to do before we start mowing. It's around, first of all, it's around 8 o'clock. Probably is 8 o'clock by now. We need to go get power steering fluid for the truck because I think you guys can probably hear that on the camera. It sounds terrible. So we do need to get some power steering fluid, and I should probably get some gas because the truck is close to E. So we got to go do those two things first, and then we're gonna head out to one job that's kind of far out the way, but it should hopefully be a good, easy, quick cut in and out. Last time we were there, the grass had this wet spot in the backyard, was super tall. So I'm hoping that spot will have dissipated and it's not gonna be like a constant wet spot. If it is a constant wet spot, it's going to suck all year round, but hopefully it's going to dry it out a little bit and be a little bit better, because that was after 2 straight days of rain that we were there. So there's that. It did rain overnight, but it looks things are wet this morning. But I'm hoping that by the time we get going, things will have dried off enough and we'll be good to go. Nothing soaked. It was like a light rain. So stay tuned, follow along, see how the day goes. That's what I got. I'll catch you guys probably at the first property. I might just do like a little, time as we go throughout the day. I got an idea in my brain for the video, so just, you'll see how it turns out, obviously. All right, guys, so it is now Sunday of week 5. So it's the end of week 5. Obviously, this week was just a solo week. I was just trying to get stuff done, get through it. As of today, as of Sunday, we're up to 55 properties that we service. I believe that is one new one from last week. I think last week we were at 54, so this week we're at 55. I do have a couple people who are potentially in the works, but I'm guessing that a lot of the lawn maintenance growth is going to slow down. That we're not going to see as much growth in customer numbers going forward. I do plan to do maybe for week 6, do a sit down and kind of talk about our advertising, what we spent, customers we gained, etc. Kind of break down some lawn maintenance numbers to show you guys some transparency of where we are at our point in the business this season. So that's kind of something I have planned for week 6 to sit down and do. But at this point, we're at 55 customers total for as of week number 5. So there's one more thing that I want to show you guys, and I'm gonna actually flip the camera around. I'm actually probably gonna record it Monday, tomorrow. But anyways, I'm gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna show you guys our mobile tool cart setup that we purchased back in December and kind of at this point have been using for a couple weeks now. Just kind of give a brief overview description of it, things like that, just so you guys can see what we've got, and I can kind of probably break down if I think that it was a good purchasing decision or not. So I'm gonna do that. But other than that, that's all I've really got. So flip the camera around, do that. I'm sure I'll come back and just say adios. But that's what we got going on. Kind of a good wrap up for week number 5, and stay tuned for week number 6. All right, guys, I do apologize for the poor lighting. I have the flash on the camera, but I kind of just want to give a brief rundown of this thing. I don't really feel like sitting down and doing a proper like review, and there's not a whole lot to talk about, so I'm just going to do it kind of this way. The lighting's going to be a little bit bad, but whatever, it is what it is. So this is a 5-drawer mechanics tool cart from Harbor Freight. It does say US General on there. We opted for the black one. And overall at Harbor Freight, we do kind of a Harbor Freight shopping spree. We spent around $900, I wanted to say, everything included. And so I'll kind of give you guys a breakdown here of what we purchased. So for the low price of around $900, we purchased the tool cart. We also purchased, the main other thing that we purchased was a mechanics tool set of some kind. It was one of the larger sets that they sell. You can see we have a ton of sockets in here. This thing is far from full, but it's every socket that we got with that mechanics tool chest, maybe missing 1 or 2 in here. But that's kind of the main thing that we got. Ton of sockets. There's some other stuff in here too, like came with like an adjustable wrench, I think. I want to say it also came like with like some like these plier snips things, a couple different vice grips. I do have like some screwdrivers. It came with like this like nut driver, screwdriver thing with all these other little, you can turn it into like, a nut driver. It has a bunch of different screwdriver tips. I want to say there's actually some Allen wrench tips as well. Came with a couple packs of Allen wrenches and stuff like that. We did buy a couple other accessories. Actually, see, now we bought some duct tape. We bought some magnetic parts holders. Like I said, we did buy like some screwdrivers, a torque wrench. This is actually a birthday gift. This little 3-pound mallet. Always can use that. But again, a click type torque wrench, things of that nature on here as well. We did choose to add this magnetic power strip on here. I really love having this. It basically gives me one easy power source for all things in the shop. So I can take and use, plug the blade grinder in. I can charge my phone. I can take and plug the power washer in, whatever it might be. And I don't need to have, I can just have one extension cord over there. Don't mind that mess. But I have one extension cord plugged in over there, plugged into the power strip, and I can have multiple things running at once. We did also purchase this flip-up little extension to the top shelf, which is really nice to have when you're trying to actually work on things, especially with our RBG 712 on here, which we purchased as well. Not from Harbor Freight, but we did purchase this as well. A brief overview, I guess, of like where we're keeping things. Obviously, like down here, we got sockets, we got wrenches, our little things. There is nothing in this flip up here. And then down here as well, is all this extra storage space, which is kind of just miscellaneous. You can see like the foam, spray bottle for washing the mowers and stuff. We've got our impact, our measuring wheel, other random accessories as well. Over here, we've got kind of fluids and such, carb cleaner, brake cleaner, starting fluid, etc. So that's what we've got going on with the tool cart itself. It does roll and move around, and we don't really move it and roll it around as much as I was originally planning on it when I purchased it, but a lot of that's probably because, as you can tell, it is tight in here. There's not a whole lot of room to move things around, etc. Even back here, you can see like we've got snow blowers and we've got a table saw and all sorts of crap, so there's not a ton of like moving around room. And honestly, the main thing we use it for is, you know, just grabbing some tools. I mean, I guess that's what it's meant for, and sharpening blades. But yeah. And then finally, probably the other half of this purchase is the RBG 712 blade sharpener. This bad boy ran us, I think, around $600 or $700, somewhere in that price range. We did add this optional shavings catcher, if you will, for the extra you know, shavings and grit. I'm trying to get the camera in there. You can see it's caught that stuff. I mean, there's still some stuff, you know, a little bit everywhere. But yeah, this thing was a huge upgrade from how we were sharpening blades last year. I will try and throw a picture up on screen somewhere, but last year we were using like one of these ones where you would drill it into a workbench and you would kind of tighten the blade on there, and it would have like a guide for your angle grinder. The angle grinder I have is ginormous, so it didn't really work very well for us. Granted, we could have just bought a little, you know, smaller angle grinder, but this thing is really nice. It's, you know, super easy to keep the angle, and it doesn't move anywhere. In my opinion, it's pretty easy to teach someone how to use this, because I mean, literally you just put the blade in there and pull it. So really nice on this. I'm super happy with this purchase. It obviously was expensive. It was around $600-700 just to sharpen blades, but in my mind, this particular piece of equipment, this blade sharpener, is something that you're never gonna really need more than one. Like, unless you have maybe 10, you know, mowing crews, you're probably never gonna need more than one blade sharpener. So, you know, it's kind of a lifelong investment, and you know, you're never really gonna run, you know, it's just gonna run forever, in my opinion. It's a really bulky, nice piece of equipment. You know, the worst thing, the main maintenance thing is just this, you know, the sharpening discs, but you know, you get 2 sides of use out of each one. You know, you wear this side down, take this out, flip it around, and then you've got a whole basically a brand new wheel. And of course you can replace the wheels. So overall, I'm super happy with the RBG 712 as well. And this whole tool cart outfit we got right here. Anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys saw that little overview. Maybe that gives you a little bit of insight as to, you know, if that's something you want to purchase or not. As you maybe saw over there, we do have like a workbench area. I am terrible. Like, I am so a person who, if I see a flat surface to put something down, I put something down on it, and I will like it takes me, I gotta like really get myself to go and like pick it up sometimes. So that area over there is a disaster. It's partially a disaster too, because there's just a lot of stuff over in that area. So it's kind of hard to get over there and clean things up. But anyways, we wanted something that was dedicated for Silverblade, not something that we used for, you know, personal use, etc. We wanted something that was nice, dedicated for Silverblade, something that could move with us if we ever were to move, things of that nature. So I'm really happy with this purchase. You know, it was a bigger purchase for, I feel like, something that's a pretty minimal part of life. You know, again, we're talking $1,500 or more for something that is just for working on, you know, the occasional, like working on your equipment when things break down, and sharpening blades, doing maintenance on your mowers. Again, a pretty minimal part of life. You know, are there better things to spend $1,500 on, or important things to spend $1,500 on? Probably yes. You know, if I had not spent that $1,500, could it have been used on something else that's actually maybe more important, maybe a better use of that $1,500? Again, yes, maybe. But I definitely don't like regret purchasing this. I definitely think it's something that I enjoy having. You know, it gets used multiple times a week, and yeah, it's a great, I love having it. I love having it. So if you're looking for a good tax write-off at the end of the year, it might be something I recommend. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this week's little vlog. I know it wasn't a whole lot, but I did try to at least put some sort of piece of content that isn't just like, hey, we're doing this, hey, we're doing this, hey, we're doing this, in here, which I'm going to try and focus on doing more every single week. So anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. As I stated earlier, we are going to do kind of a next week. I want to do kind of a breakdown of the financial side of the business, the customer side, marketing, things like that for spring of 2025. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.